My maternal uncle, my mother's younger brother, met with a serious accident. He was fatally ill. He had a brain damage, brain hemorrhage, and he was in a serious condition in hospital. This was in 68 end. My mother went to Swami. Swami gave her interview, gave her prasad, and told, ఏం పర్వాలేదు వాడు నా దగ్గరికి వస్తాడు, ఏమీ పర్వాలేదు, not to worry, he will come to me. What Swami said was, he will come to me. So mother came, gave the prasad. We were all very happy, but after 45 days he passed away. Then after the ceremonies were over, our entire family, including grandfather and all of us went, grandfather's family and all of us went. The first thing, he saw grandparents and my mother. Cheptine, I told you, he will come to me. He has come to me. He is happy. See, what do we understand in a human way? That is why I said frame of reference is completely different. What do you understand when somebody is not well? You think that he will, when Swami says he will come to me, you think that he will physically get okay, and then he will go physically to Swami, take Swami's blessings. That is what you think. But the way in which Swami said was, he will come to me, and he has come to me indeed. This is the way. Then, another incident to tell you how difficult it is to understand Swami's words. In fact, he was one of our old students. He is Ram Koteshwar Rao. He is a landlord actually. He is a lawyer by upbringing. He and me were doing Gokulam work. During those days, Swami asked me in the first year of MCOM to start Gokulam on the backside of the college. In fact, there is one photograph here where we were garlanding Swami at the inauguration of that particular Gokulam. This was the photograph of where we were. I was garlanding Swami. Swami inaugurated that Gokulam, we garlanded. From that Gokulam, in the evening after finishing work, I was going on a cycle towards from the college to Vrindavan. Swami was there in Vrindavan. The moment, and Ram Koteshwar was my pillion rider. He was behind me. The moment I turned the cycle on the road, I saw all the devotees standing on the road, turning towards Belturu side, towards college side, and doing namaskar. Then I knew instantly that Swami was actually somewhere behind coming in the car, because those days Swami used to go, go for a drive. I asked Ram Koteshwar, see, all the devotees are looking this side. They are all attentive. I think Swami is coming. Just have a look behind. He looked at behind and he said, "Kompa munchesavaya. Arey bhai, you have really made my life miserable." Something to that effect in Telugu. He said, "Swami is actually coming in the car." Then we are in a dilemma. Swami, those days, if we get down and if he sees us with the other devotees, Swami used to not be very pleased. So I said, the best way is, I said, Ram Koteshwar, sit tight. Let me cycle as fast as I can. Let us go back to Vrindavan. So we cycled very fast, but as luck would have it, Swami's car overtook us. Swami, it seems, made some comment. Radha was driving the car. Radha told me, Bhaskar, Swami ni gurinchi adugutunnara. Subsequently, he told me. Then, as luck would have it, Swami went towards, beyond that railway gate, towards Alembi Grassfield, towards Whitefield. And we went in, had freshened ourselves and went inside the mandir, in the old Vrindavan palace. Swami came. It was in the safe room. He looked at me. Yentra, workers tho tirugutunnavu. What is this? You are moving around with workers. He was a student. Then I told Swami, I'm a student. I said, Swami is not a worker. He is a student. 20 years thereafter, what is the thought which I have? Swami, I don't know why he is mentioning. Out of context, he is saying worker. Mind you, he is a landlord. He is a well-to-do person. He is a lawyer also. He need not do anything. But yet he has the urge in him to do some industry work, so he has set up an SME unit, small and medium enterprise unit. At that time, it was a peak electricity crisis in Guntur. Labor was not available. Because of lack of water and electricity, all the labor had gone. Nobody was available. And this poor fellow was stuck up with that SME. For 3 years, he was struggling alone. And one day when I finished my college and went back, he told me, Bhaskar, I have set up a unit, why don't you come with me? We went. Only one lone fellow opened the door, almost in ramshackle this thing. It was only working at 40 or 30% capacity. And for the next two hours, I saw Ramakoteswara working along with that lone labor for toiling hard to do whatever work has been done. It was a cardboard manufacturing unit. Then Ramakoteswara tells me, Bhaskar, you remember when Swami used the word worker, you and I thought, what is it Swami is mentioning that though I am a student is this thing. Actually, I don't need to do this, but this is what Swami meant when he said, worker to tirugutunnavu entra. I have been a worker for the last 4 to 5 years, Bhaskar. Believe me, this is what it is. So the point is, what Swami told in a very casual manner, this is what has happened. Likewise, he told a few of our students, I don't want to name these students. Arey, no, accident lone chachipotavara, he said. Because of some incidents which happened, you will meet your end via an accident. In one case, it has happened. The point I am trying to tell you is, Swami's words are so very valuable. We may think it is just by the way, but this is the way Swami does it.